Okay, today we're looking through a approximately half full glass of water, creating a convex lens. I'm using sunlight today because obviously that's a natural source and the brightest source in the sky. And a piece of white cardboard. It's covered in cellophane, that's the wrinkles. But basically showing you how light travels through an inertial plane again. And now we can see the colors. We have the blue V at the top there, and then you see the blue at the top again at the center, then it changes to orange, and then the colors are now inverted after passing through the inertia plane. Now, as you can see, I've got the original picture there that we saw in all the others. That's our crossover there and the anchor being perfectly shown. Got the ray off the head showing that everything is connected. Now we're going to separate it, V at the bottom. That rainbow in the center is the inertial line crossover point, which is what's shown in the center of that skull face there. That's the crossover. So there's our hooded snake over the anchor. And again, all I'm doing on this video is trying to separate it. As you can see, that beam shows they are connected. You got your V at the bottom here. Let's turn it round. So we'll have our impulsion V at the top and our expulsion A at the bottom, and it'll start off blue on the top layer at the top V, and then it is inverted at the inertia line, and then as you can see we have blue to orange on the way out, while we have the spectrum in the center. So basically this video is just kind of showing how light is distributed and how it travels through an inertial plane, which means it has to spin around. I mean, you can see the skull face with the crossover point at the beginning, and then when we split the light, everything becomes inverted. So we go from an impulsion vortex to an expulsion flare. Now, this is how all energy travels. This is how energy travels through a nuclear bomb. Electricity goes in and then it creates an EM flare pulse, which is the explosion. Energy impulsion gives a matter expulsion. So this is energy through a lens. This is how our atmosphere works. And again, showing you all mythology. Well, Egyptian anyway. But everything else I've looked at, all the mythology is all wrapped up in the same, with pine cones and the fleur-de-lis inertial plane, which is what this is. This is a fleur-de-lis style. You just can't see the curves on the top V edges or the bottom A edges. If they had the curves on, that would be the fleur-de-lis, with a center band of, how many rings is that? 3. Almost 3 in the center there, it would seem, which is again according to the Electric Universe Thunderbolts logo of God holding a lightning bolt. It is held by the center by 3 rings in all the pictures, and here we have our center band of the crossover inertial plane. So I've only just started messing around with lenses, so please excuse my total ignorance on it all. I just know how energy travels, so I want to show it to you. I can't give you anything more than I know it's impulsion V to expulsion A, because that's how energy travels. Any explosion is an expulsion. There's no such thing as an explosion or an implosion. It is impulsion or expulsion by energy, impulsion or expulsion. And this travel of light proves it. Thanks very much. My name's Lee, and I follow the Christ Jesus and his teachings and his commandments, and he showed me all this and told me I'd find it everywhere. Basically, he didn't speak, but he showed me everything, and my job's to show it to you. Now I'm just messing around again, just playing, seeing what I'm going to get. I keep getting an angle here, but it's wrong. But as you can see in the center there, we've got our 3 colors. We've got red, yellow, and green, it looks like, when we separate it. So, according to this picture, that's the Thunderbolts. Thanks very much. Try it yourself at home. It's a lot of fun.